Good morning. The February 24th meeting of the Longview City Council is now called to order. Today's meeting is being conducted via teleconference. I want to thank my fellow council members for adjusting their schedules to accommodate a Wednesday morning city council meeting in place for our regularly scheduled meeting, which would have been tomorrow evening. So thank you all for adjusting your schedules, and city staff as well. We'll begin with a roll call. District 1.
Here.
District 2.
Here.
District 3.
Here.
District 4.
Here.
District 5.
Here.
District 6.
Here.
City Manager.
Here.
City Attorney.
Here.
City Secretary.
Here.
Thank you all for being here. We're now to citizen comment. Sean, do we have anyone wishing to speak during citizen comment?
We do have one person wishing to speak, and that is Jeremiah Hunter. So Jeremiah will be up first. He'll have 3 minutes, and I'm going to unmute his microphone now. Jeremiah, are you there?
Yes, sir. Can you hear me?
We can hear you. Go forward.
All right. Appreciate the opportunity to speak. I wanted to first start off with something positive. A massive shout out is due to our water treatment plant employees. Last week, those guys proved that they are literally the best in Texas. The fact that our city has maintained water all through last week's storms, when so many communities are still, in some cases, without water, those guys deserve all the praise that they can get. I know a lot of them, they would just say, well, they're just doing their job. Well, they prove that they're doing their job the best in certainly in East Texas, and I could argue in all of Texas. So wonderful job by those guys. I wanted to get that on the record. Something else is that I want to encourage the council to start in-person meetings again. The video conference tool is a great way to meet in emergencies, or in the case of other things like inclement weather. It's a great tool to have, but it's not the way that council should be meeting on a long-term basis. And by now, this qualifies as long-term. The council really needs to resume in-person meetings, or at the very least needs to institute actual video conferencing, not teleconferencing features. One of the basic things of our local government is for citizens to be able to actually see their representatives and engage with them directly. And that's not something that can happen with teleconferencing. So I want the council to take measures to reinstitute in-person meetings again. And then finally, I wanted to speak about the situation on behalf of Mr. Rene Cornejo, the owner of the Novedades Lizbeth store down on South Marberly. That's the property, if council is unaware, that is slated to be taken, and yes, I do mean taken, without just compensation really at all, but due to the plans for redoing the South Marberly intersection down there. And I went and spoke with Mr. Cornejo, and the value that the city has offered for his property is way below market value, for one thing, and it also does not come close to reimbursing him the costs that he has incurred for improvements and things like that. And the city is just coming in and saying, no, we're just going to take your property because of some arbitrary plan that has been drawn up for the renovations in that area. City needs to come up with a different way to do it, either to modify the plans or to massively increase the compensation for Mr. Cornejo. Thank you very much. That's all I have.
Sean, and no one else is going to speak for citizen comment?
We have no one else to speak at this time. Thank you.
Very interesting. I was expecting other people to comment today, since they made note that they would be here at our next meeting, but I guess that's easier said than done over a computer. Okay, we're now to consent agenda items. All items on the consent agenda will be considered together unless there are any council members wish to pull off separate discussion. If so, please discuss and indicate so now.
Yes, I had a question for the item E. This is Steve Pirtle.
Item E. Anything else, council? Okay, Mr. Pirtle.
Yes, Is the Arboretum in the city, are they, I guess, Keith would have to answer this. I don't know if Scott's on or not. Is the Arboretum in the city, are they okay with everything that's been done? Is everything being done for Casey and then Sloan and them to receive this payment? Hello.
I think Scott's on, but this is Keith. As far as I know, the Arboretum has agreed that all items are complete.
Okay, all right. I knew a while back that wasn't, and they had some concerns, and Scott did too. So, okay, that's it. Thank you.
Okay,
This
is
is
there a
Christine Hara.
motion?
I make a motion to approve the consent agenda.
I second Steve Pirtle.
We have a motion and a second. Want to have roll call vote? District 1,
Yes.
District 2,
Yes.
District 3,
Yes.
District 4,
Yes.
District 5,
Yes.
District 6.
Yes.
I vote yes as well. Ms. Secretary, please record the vote.
Yes, sir. Motion was made by Councilmember Kristen Ishihara, seconded by Pirtle. Consent items passed 7-0.
Thank you. We're now to election item. We will have election item presented by our City Secretary, Ms. Shepherd.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Mayor and council members and Mr. Bonds. I have certified that the deadline to file for mayor and city council has passed, and Mayor Andy Mack is unopposed. Texas Election Code allows the city to cancel an election if the candidate is unopposed. So I'm requesting approval for this ordinance canceling the May 1st, 2021 general election for mayor and declaring Andy Mack elected for a 3-year term. I'd be happy to answer any questions.
Any
This
questions?
is Steve Pirtle. I make a motion that we accept this.
I
This-
agree with it. I second it.
Congratulations, Andy.
Thank you. We have a motion and a second. We'll have a roll call vote. District 1,
Yes.
District 2,
Yes.
District 3,
Yes.
District 4,
Yes.
District 5,
Yes.
District 6,
Yes.
and I guess I can vote yes as well. Ms. Secretary, please record the vote.
Yes, sir. Motion was made by Councilmember Pirtle, was seconded by Ray Wade, and the ordinance passes 7-0.
Thank you so much. I'll take just a minute to thank, first of all of my fellow council members. You all have been very supportive through this process, and I thank you very much for your continued support and for the citizens of Longview having the faith to allow me to continue to do this job that I truly do enjoy doing. So I appreciate that. Look forward to working with all of you again for another 3 years, and with the City of Longview as well as our primary focus of what we do. So thank you all so much, and I appreciate your vote of confidence. We are now to action item. Consider an action item. Both these items will be presented by Lead Co-President and CEO Wayne Mansfield, and then we'll have a separate vote for both items after the presentation. Mr. Mansfield, welcome.
Thank you, Mayor. And first, also express my congratulations to you and look forward to working with you and your leadership in the next term. Really appreciate the opportunity to be with y'all this morning. This has been an honor to work on this project to secure location for Longview and Gray County. Just a little bit of background. We've worked diligently for the past couple of months with a lot of interaction between engineers, attorneys, contractors. It's a very large project. We moved quicker than I could ever imagine that would have taken place. But we were able to get to this point today, which is consideration of approval for a 380 agreement, and as well as a consideration of approval for a no objection letter for foreign trade zone substatus. This is Project Double, just some of the high level points. The company intends to create 1,222 jobs, which will be ramped up over a 5-year period. So roughly an average of 250, 240 employees per year, and a total capital investment of $140 million. The building size is 850,000 square feet, just slightly smaller than the Dollar General building in the North Business Park, and hopefully continue to grow that employment in the subsequent years. This is a different project, one that I see is certainly shaping as the future for industry, in that this is not a typical distribution center, although distribution is a component. It is a e-commerce fulfillment center. So we're excited about the opportunity that brings to our community. They have already been here for a couple of days. Their contracting team have met with the development services to begin preliminary discussions for permit approvals. And I believe they've already met with local contractors and intend to hire as many local subs and vendors as they possibly can. Mayor, what y'all will also understand, what I found out last night that is also exciting, there will be well over 500 hotel nights associated during the term of this project. So for an industry that's been hard hit during the past year, that is a welcome news for sure. That's kind of the project in a nutshell at a high level, and I'll be more than happy to answer any questions or go into any other further discussion if you would like.
Any question, Mr. Mansfield, at this time?
I have a comment, Mayor, if you'll allow me.
Yes, sir, Mr. Moore.
Wayne sent me the full economic impact study for this project, and I've looked it over, and for what it's worth, I think these numbers that are projected over the next 25 years are very realistic, and we're netting on average $3.2 million in additional income for the city. I've also reviewed the proposed 380 agreement, on which we're going to be voting today, and asked the attorneys a number of questions yesterday. And there's even some cash flow interest earning benefits that aren't reflected in these economic impact projections that I think will accrue to the city. So for what it's worth to you all, I'm happy with the numbers and the agreement. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Moore. And, you know, we aren't, this is something that is unprecedented in our community. This is not something we've ever seen before happen. And we are so appreciative of all the work, Wayne, that you and your staff have done. We will go over more of that in the press conference at noon today. I know we're just going to approve these measures today, but the nuts and bolts of this agreement will come out in the next few days. And I think the City of Longview is going to be as shocked as I am about what an amazing opportunity this is for our community. It's something like we've never seen before.
Mayor, this is David Wright.
Yes, sir.
Can I just make a quick comment?
You may.
As a liaison to LEDCO, I just want to congratulate these guys and their gals for the fantastic work they've done on this project. They have gone way above what was required of them. They have worked unbelievable amount of hours, weekends to get this thing done as quickly as they could. So I just want to congratulate them and the LEDCO board on a fantastic job on this project.
Thank you, Mr. Wright. Any comments from council? Then we will consider a resolution authorizing the city manager to negotiate and finalize execute agreement on behalf of this project. Is there a motion?
Ed Moore, move to approve.
Steve Pirtle, second.
We have a motion to second. We'll have a roll call vote on action item A. District 1,
Yes.
District 2,
Yes.
District 3,
Yes.
District 4,
Yes.
District 5,
Yes.
District 6.
Yes.
I vote yes as well. Ms. Secretary, please record the vote.
Yes, sir. Motion was made by Councilmember Ed Moore, was seconded by Pirtle. Motion passes 7-0.
Thank you. I have a motion on action item B for the foreign trade zone. Is there a motion?
I
David
make a
Wright,
motion.
I make a motion.
That's Steve Pirtle. I second it.
We have a motion and a second. We'll have a roll call vote. District 1,
Yes.
District 2,
Yes.
District 3,
Yes.
District 4,
Yes.
District 5,
Yes.
District 6.
Yes.
I vote yes as well. Ms. Secretary, please record that vote.
Yes, motion was made by Councilmember Wright, was seconded by Pirtle. Motion passes 7-0.
Wow, what a great thing. Mr. Mansfield, thank you so much for being here and for your presentation. And once again, to bring an e-commerce center like this to Longview, it just really is unprecedented. You know, to be able to, for us to compete with the consumer trends for online shopping, the way the trends are going, it just puts us in a category by ourselves right now. And so kudos to everyone involved with your staff, to the incredible board that LEEDCO has right now, and the group that you all have put together to negotiate on behalf of City of Longview. We appreciate you and truly indebted to you. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Mayor.
We're not out of the community interest. This is one.
Mayor, I just want to compliment and give my thanks to the entire Public Works Division for their effort last week. It was above and beyond the call of duty, and I sincerely appreciate
Thank you, sir. Ms. Snoddy.
Good morning, everyone. Yes, first of all, congratulations, Andy, on your reelection. I also would like to thank city staff for the tremendous effort that they made last week and their commitment to Longview and doing the job that they did. So hats off, job well done. Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Wade.
Nothing this morning, sir. Thank you.
Ms. Ishihara.
Nothing for me.
Mr. Wright.
First, being number 5 always, we get to repeat what's been said or just not say it, but I want to repeat. I want to congratulate Rollin and all his group, the police department, the fire department, for the fantastic job they did this past week. I know there's been some complaints about the roads, but I think that was pretty well explained in the paper today. So I just want to congratulate them on the fantastic job they've done. And also, Mr. Mayor, it's been great working with you for the last, I guess, 6 years, and I'm looking forward to another 3.
Thank you, Mr. Wright. Myself as well. Mr. Purtle.
I just sort of wanted to reiterate the same thing that David said. I'm number 6, David, so that's a little bit farther down the line. But and congratulations, Andy, for your reelection, not having to go through it. And I do appreciate what the city has done this last week. I had numerous calls like David did on the streets and everything, and our city stepped up and really took charge. So thank all y'all for that.
Thank you, sir. Mr. Bonds. Okay, thank you. I want to also take a moment just to thank the City of Longview employees who worked tirelessly this past week during the winter weather event. Police and fire personnel, public works crews, water utility staff were among many of the employees who spent their week helping keep our city safe, warm, dry. I can't tell how much we appreciate it. Animal care, everybody involved. This was a full-on effort by our community, and I mean the entire community. City staff did their jobs as we expect them to do, but as is stated, they went above and beyond expectations, keeping us safe and warm. I want to thank SWEPCO for their planning and their ability to be prepared and on call with their linemen that came in from other areas to help us in the need that we had power issues. We are very fortunate that we went through this incredible winter event with as few problems as we did experience. I know there were some complaints about the roads, but I'm not even going to get into that. That's not even feasible to talk about owning snow graders and equipment in a community like this with our tax dollars. It's not used enough to justify having equipment like that on hand for a once in every blue moon usage. I understand people were frustrated with that, but that's just part of winter storms. We have to do the best we can with the funds that we have available. And I just want to thank our staff for the work that they did. And I want to thank the community for getting out and helping each other. Many efforts were out there, people helping people get to work, doing things for other people, driving them to and from, helping out, getting people unstuck. It was a community effort. And I think we as a community emerged from this victorious, and we emerged closer together. So I'm thankful and appreciative of the work performed. And it makes me proud to live in a community like this where people help each other without even considering anything in return. So what a great effort we showed. So thank you all very much. A quick COVID update. Our hospitalizations are down, which is wonderful. We're down below 10%, which is great for us right now. We are up to 66 deaths to date, which is sad for even having a single one, but we are hoping those continue to go down. or to not go up, I'm sorry. We've had 12,107 vaccinations given to date, 11,464 first doses, and 643 second doses. Please be patient as this shot clinic continues. I know we had to cancel last weekend due to the inclement weather, but those have been updated and rescheduled. You will be notified of your time. We're doing the best we can to get everyone vaccinated that would like to get vaccinated through this shot program. And I want to also commend the group that is in charge of that. They're doing a wonderful job. We have nothing but great things and praise for the job being done at the fairgrounds. So continue to remember those around you. Continue to be thankful for what we have and be helpful to your neighbor. As a reminder, today's meeting will take the place of our regularly scheduled meeting, which was tomorrow at 5:30. So we will not meet tomorrow at 5:30. We'll see you again in a couple weeks. So until then, God bless you all, and we are adjourned.